This is like a gorgeous African man or African woman somewhere. So yeah, happy New Year, people. So I don't know. There is rumors swirling around that there is actually a financial crisis, a global financial crisis that's coming. Are you prepared? 2020 was like one of those years that was so challenging, but personally, on a personal level, if you haven't watched my other YouTube clip, it was one of the best years. Like, it's all God. It's like, in one way, it was one of the most challenging, and that is why I love challenges. I love challenges. I love being challenged. I love challenges mentally. And speaking of challenges, just because it's gonna be, and I'm thinking that these reports or rumors are correct. I'm not praying for that. I'm not praying for a financial crisis. I'm hoping that everybody is gearing up and preparing to be, if you're not financially independent, that you are actually really working hard to be or working smart, or whichever. As long as you become financially independent, and then you do not have to worry, suffer, and have all these things, thinking about all these things. We need more money. Everybody needs more money. So speaking of challenges, I hope that you're starting this year with a bang, with a huge bang, and you're actually giving. You're actually giving. You really, really believe in the principle of giving, and you're not scared of giving. You're not terrified of giving. You're not clutching your purse. You're not clutching your bank account, and you're not like scared of releasing finances and releasing your money and giving it to the right people, to the right places. Especially, you have to give what belongs to God, Yahweh. You believe that we are made in the image of God. We are all beautiful people. So as you love God, you love man, and as you give to God, you give to human beings. And I hope your heart is ready to give big and huge. And I know I'm in the same I'm in this earth right now, like people are not working. It's not like there is money trickling down from this, hopefully one day. And everybody, there is more and new opportunities to make new money. Financial institutions are actually changing. The money value is actually changing. So everything has changed, and it's not gonna go back. Some people are actually really growing financially, and some people are really becoming poorer and poorer and poorer. But in all that, I hope that your heart believes in the act of giving, because when you give, you save someone else's life. When you give, you know how to receive. As you give big, your heart is opened up to receive big. And I just wanted to say that. So happy New Year, everybody, and I hope that you have your budget ready. I need to make mine. I haven't. Or are you one of those people who do not know how to follow a budget, whatever? And in your budget, that you have decided that this is one of those years that you are just gonna open your heart huge and big and keep giving and do not be scared, because we are spiritual beings, and as you give, and what you plant is gonna actually come back to you. Let me just say this. Sometimes we do not understand the importance of these things, and the fear and circumstances and all these things. When we look at them and we think about them logically, we're not able to do the right thing. I remember one time I was working. I was employed and I was working, and as I was working, I had things come up. at my workplace, things come up and I didn't understand why these things were coming up. And then I went to God and I was asking God, hey, why is these things happening? I was actually very distraught because someone wanted to lay their hands on me, not in the proper way, but and I was like, this is not the way it's supposed to be. So why is this happening? And I kept, I asked and I asked and I asked and I asked, and eventually, actually, believe it or not, I hope you believe you're spiritual beings, you're a spiritual person, a spiritual being, and there is spiritual beings everywhere. And I saw an angel, and a huge angel came, and he had a sword, and as I was seated there, and for that past 1 hour, I had been crying and screaming, not crying like tears, but in my heart, and calling on God down, Jesus down. An angel appeared. He actually appeared, and as he appeared, there was more light in the room, and I could hear conversations that were going on in the spirit and not in the natural. And so as I was listening, I had these specific spiritual beings at the hallway talking about my bloodline, and they were speaking about how there was an accusation going on about how some people had not been giving what belongs to God, which is a tenth, and which is an offering, which you call tithe and offering. Why they hadn't, whatever, they hadn't given that to their God, to God, Yahweh. And this angel literally said something to them, and it was a defense of that he was defending me, basically. That's all I have to say. And I prayed, and the scene, and things went back to normal. So from that day on, not from even previously, I'm just telling you to encourage you, for all those people who believe in giving, this is an encouragement to you that please continue to give. Please do not be scared. Do not be afraid of circumstances. I cannot tell you how many times, sometimes I questioned, sometimes I worried, sometimes I got scared, but sometimes you gotta do this thing even by force. Like, you gotta make yourself do this thing. Like, you gotta bring your flesh into subjection and just do this, no matter what is what you're seeing, no matter what you're facing. You have to give what belongs to God, and you pray about it, and you just give what belongs to God. So I cannot, this personally has opened doors. I have met people that I would never imagine meeting them, just because of the belief in giving. And I know that you guys believe in giving too. I've been to places where naturally I wouldn't have taken myself. They were opened up because of the belief in giving. I have seen things that I was not supposed to see because of the belief in giving. So as I encourage you today, I hope it's encouraging to you today, that you would also encourage me back, that just as you report that you gave here, and because it's a new year, you gave with a bang. Like you gave with authority. You gave in belief. You remembered those people that you had forgotten and went and gave, But you give in wisdom. You give in wisdom too. Do not give foolishly. Give in wisdom. Give with a sound mind. But give. So thank you so much for spending this time with me, and I hope and I pray, as you've gotten, hoping and praying that you have been encouraged to continuously give. So what are some of those places? What are some of those things? What are some of those goods that you have given so far? I would love to know. See you and speak to you